Okay, we back now? I look down and see it. Oh no. Let's see how we're doing. I think we're good now. I'll have to keep an eye on it. Please holler at me if you notice that it drops, especially since we're towards endings. I don't want to accidentally finish an end and you guys can't see it. When did it cut out for you guys? Did you guys notice? Because I can fill you in on what you might have missed. Hi Goose, welcome back. Hopefully we don't have any more issues. So right now we're just going to check on the number 3 bomb to see if the timer's actually started. Kay, Luna, and Tim Mioji are all taking. Alice and Justice Sigma left the infirmary. Okay, so you didn't miss much. We just left and then came to the crew quarters to check on the number 3 bomb.
The light's flashing. I guess the countdown has started. So what are we going to do? Without a way to enter the passwords, we're screwed. Right.
It's lagging. Oh no. Ah! Internet, why today? Not today! Please.
We'll just have to split up and look for it. I'll look around here. You go check somewhere else.
Okay.
If we get to T-minus 5 minutes, then we'll meet back in the Floor B warehouse.
We'll give it a little bit longer and see if it clears up. We'll see how it goes.
Got it?
Got it. I just started buffering. No! Internet! Where are you? Oh, it's been happening a lot today on Twitch, isn't? Okay. I was like, I don't think my internet's bad. It hasn't been No, it's our internet, is it? Uh-oh. It could be a combination of both, though. I wasn't sure what to say. I just know my bitrate is atrocious right now, so I know you guys are having issues. It is bad. I wasn't sure what to say. If we hadn't found it by then, was there really any point in meeting up again?
What's with that look? Don't worry. We'll figure it out, I promise. You know what they say. Swimsuits never quit.
Yeah. We'll keep going. We'll see how we do for a little bit longer. Oh my god, oh my lord. The frames being dropped around right now is not great. Uh-oh. Go ahead and save right here. Ah, sauce. Wait, what? Did she just say swimsuits and that was it? Swimsuits never quit? Ah! Alright, Fi. Swimsuits never quit, I guess. What? No, that's not a thing! Has anyone ever heard of that? Swimsuits never quit? And it doesn't make any sense. Besides, why the hell are you cracking jokes right now?
I'm just, trying to show you that life is still worth living.
What is this pose? Bye. Bye, I love you.
After all, if you quit now, there goes any possibility of you ever seeing me in a swimsuit.
She's not wrong. Oh, I see. Well, I admit, I am a bit curious.
All right. Looks like we're on the same page.
Don't question it, Jayton. Don't question it.
Hey, get moving. We don't have time to stand around.
Fine. Be careful, alright? I checked the time on my bracelet as I headed out of the crew quarters and into the hallway. I can't imagine that we have more than like 10-15 minutes. It wasn't good news. 15, yep. Damn, only 15 minutes? I need to hurry. I broke into a run. The thing is I don't even know in 15 minutes if we could get to each bomb, enter in the password, and then make it back to get through the white doors. I don't even know if that's possible at this point. Before long, I found myself in front of the infirmary. All too often, what you're looking for is right in front of you. We'd spent a lot of time in the infirmary, so it seemed kind of fitting somehow that it might have been there all along. Or maybe Dio had dropped it there recently. There was no way to know. And in any event, I had to start looking somewhere. Do you think he could have put it in his AB room? Because surely no one would go in there. He always gets to his AB room first. Oh, Luna, hi. I have been through the white doors twice. We've been to the security room and the director's office. So there's technically one more white door we haven't been through yet. You're still here?
Yes. The others are taking the people who are asleep to the white doors. I chose to stay here. I thought you might come back.
Oh, why?
Because the atom is here. I thought you might want to use it.
For what?
Isn't that why you're here?
What am I using it on? What? I mean, yeah, I want to know what's going on with me. It's driving me nuts. Hell, I feel sick. But this isn't the time for that. Being a robot isn't going to mean a lot if I die anyway.
Oh, why did you come here then?
Isn't that obvious? I'm trying to find that input thing so we can turn off the bombs.
Really?
Yes. Why would I lie?
I see. I seem to have made a mistake. I knew you couldn't use the atom without me, so I stayed behind because I thought I might be able to help.
I mean, I want to know. I'm curious.
I guess I shouldn't have done that.
No. You alright.
I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Aww. Bye, Luna. She turned and headed towards the exit. Wait. I couldn't just let her leave like that. I sighed. How long would it take?
Not more than 5 minutes or so.
Oh, but we probably have 10 minutes left. Are you sure? Only 5 minutes?
Yes.
Okay. Let's do it. Analyze my body. I'm ready for my exam, nurse. I'm so ready for this. Blow my mind game. I lay down on the table. Luna picked up the Atom's scanner and began to run it across me, slowly and methodically. In a few minutes, she was finished.
That's it. You can get up now.
I sat up and hopped off the table. The screen was already starting to show my results. So, what does it say? My eyes were glued to her face, looking for any sign of what the answer might be. She studied the readout for several long seconds before replying. Wozana! Hi, Wozana. Also, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Wozana. Everyone say happy birthday to Wozana. It's her birthday.
It says you're not a robot.
I'm not a robot? Okay, so I have bionic arms? I have robot arms? Robo arms. Birth of happy.
You're human.
Ah! I let out a breath I hadn't realized I'd been holding. My relief didn't last long.
But your body isn't entirely human.
It's Rosanna's birthday.
You're
What?
part machine.
Part machine. Wait, what are you saying? Yeah, just our
structure of
arms.
The bones in your arms isn't anything close to human.
What is it?
They're made out of a titanium alloy.
You're a fish. You're actually a fish wearing a man bodysuit?
On top of that skeleton is artificial biological tissue. It's also called ABT.
Which is the same thing used in golems.
Your arms are cybernetic.
Yes. We get chromed up. We're gonna become part of, what, cyberpunk? Hell yeah, get myself a Sandevistan. I'm ready. What does that mean?
Cybernetic? It means a mechanical system that interfaces with a biological one. You see all these root-like things around the titanium bones?
Yes.
Those are artificial nerves.
Thank you for the follow, Kami. I love the word cybernetic so much. It's such a cool word, isn't it? I really like that he's not a full robot, but it's just his arms. But just because they gave us little tidbits that only involved the arms, it led you to believe that he was actually a cyborg, or one of the golems, I should say. I really like this outcome more than him being a full-on golem.
They're probably connected to your own nerves, which is how you can move your arms. I imagine they allow you to feel things through your arms too.
But now that I'm pretty sure it's only going to be Luna who's a golem, I don't think anyone else is. So you don't think you ever thought that he was a full-on golem? I had my thoughts. What? No, this is ridiculous. Actually, it's really not that ridiculous. I think replacing my arms with robot ones is something I'd remember. I don't know about that. I don't know, they weren't always like this. When I was a kid, I broke my arm and they took an x-ray of it. What is ridiculous? That he's human, but he has cybernetic arms, cyborg arms, basically. No, we're not a robot. We just have, robot arms, basically. The doctor told me I had really thick bones, and that I must have done something pretty insane to break them. That's weird. When the hell did this happen? Why did somebody replace my arms? Ah! Sauce. Bone haver. Also, hi, Flightcap. How's it going? Wait, okay. Let's say you're right, and my arms are cybernetic. Wouldn't that mean I don't have to worry about the bracelet going off? Is that a thing? Would he not have to worry about it? He does have that ABT tissue, but I don't know if that would actually travel through his system. I'm sure she's gonna explain it. Bones hold you back. You would say that, Sauce. Yeah, they went out on their way describing the Chinese room to explain that robots don't actually know what they're doing. I don't think they could morb. For One Piece? Okay, have a nice stream, Sauce.
No. Unfortunately, you probably do still have to worry about that.
Why?
The cybernetic arms are made to function just like real arms, which means they interface with the rest of your body, which means that anything injected into them is spread to the rest of your body.
That seems like a crappy design, but at the same time a great design. It's only crappy for situations like this. How do you know that?
I just do.
No, how do you know that, Luna? I'm gonna need a little bit more information. That's not an answer.
Yes, you're right. But not everything has an answer. There are some things you just can't explain.
What?
Don't you know how that feels? How did you know about the garden?
Okay, I guess you're right. You know I'm talking about morphogenetic fields, right? Oh, I understand what you mean in the context of that. I had to like reread what you were saying. I was like, wait, what? But it makes sense now. What you're saying is like the people outside of the Chinese room weren't using the morphogenetic fields to know if the person inside was like actually answering their questions. Like that had nothing to do with the morphogenetic fields, is what I'm assuming you're trying to say. So I designed these arms to be more likely to kill you than regular prosthetics. Why? If your cybernetic arms can't disconnect from the rest of your body due to a threat, they're not good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you would think that something that high tech would be able to tell like, hey, this is dangerous. Let's not let it go into the main body, but I guess that can also be super good design because they're not like a foreign object to your body. They are a part of your body now.
How did you know that Dio planted the bombs?
Intuition. That's
I'm sorry, Sigma. I wish we could talk some more, but our time is up.
who composed this game. I don't actually know who the composer for the music in this game is. No, I'm just saying robots can't use the morphogenetic because they don't have true consciousness. Okay, I get what you're saying. Our time? I pressed the buttons on my bracelet and felt my stomach drop. Oh, ouch. Ouch. We've only got a minute left?
Sigma, there's one last thing.
Yes, I'm listening.
I was given very specific instructions.
What do you mean? Specific instructions? I shuddered. Not because I was scared of what was about to happen, because I was scared of Luna. No, don't be scared of Luna. She was calm, unnaturally so, like a machine with a human face. We are about to die. Pencil in hand. My pencil's always in my hand playing this game. How could she be so calm?
Please pay attention.
I'm listening.
This is very important.
Yes, I'm listening.
You must be sure to remember it.
I will. I'll never let you down. Remember, I was about to die. How was I supposed to remember anything?
Should you encounter a two-headed lion devouring the sun, remember.
Okay. Two-headed lion again.
GTF DM L016.
GTF DM L016. I got you.
With this key, the first gate shall be open to you.
Okay, this is the first gate. The last one was the second gate.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you, Luna.
I hope we can meet again someday.
I hope so too.
I'll be waiting.
She's so cute. What? Before she could answer. Oh. She is so cute. The world exploded into noise and light, and I disappeared along with it. When I came to, I was floating in a field of nothingness. Everyone seems to know more than us at some point in this game. I wasn't expecting Luna to give us this code. Alright, Goose. Alright, whose ending was that, though? I would assume it's either Luna's or Sigma's. Those are about the only two options I can think of. Sigma's? Okay. So we haven't unlocked Luna's yet. I assume Luna's would explain to us her past. And why, if, well, basically that she's a robot. It's gotta be that she's a a golem, whatever. Artificial intelligence, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Go to a meeting for professionals. But you better have solved who Zero is by the time I get back. But we do kind of know who Zero is. I do kind of know who Zero is. I'm Zero. It's Sigma. As far as we know, it's Sigma. The person we're playing as. Yeah, it's me. It's 100% me. I planned this all. I've been deceiving you the whole time. Okay, so I have all the bomb passwords. Why would we do this, though? That's the part we don't 100% know. I'm assuming it has something to do with the virus. The outbreak of the virus. You're dumb as hell for the memes. Yeah, it's all for the memes. I don't think that Sigma's working on his own, though, if I'm being 100% honest. I think he has an accomplice, just like Akane had an accomplice in the first game. And I have a feeling it's Akane herself. Like, I really, really feel like Akane has something to do with this. More than just, oh, she was there and she was murdered. And I want to know what's up with Fi. Fi's the only person that we have no solid background on. I have a feeling that Fi plays a really big part in the ending. Like, the true ending. Because she's shrouded in so much mystery right now. Because I'm going to take a wild guess and say that we can probably get Quark's and Luna's ending, but Fi's ending is going to be the one that we can unlock. And stomp Radical 6. I can't believe that. I really can. Like, part of me honestly thinks that Fi's in on this because we got the information that she was going through different timelines or whatever to figure this out super early in the game. I guess we could have gotten it pretty late in the game had we not started on a specific route, but maybe she's working with older Sigma and Akane. That's an option, like a theory I have, but I don't know if it's going to be true or not, just because we haven't been given a lot of information. I already saved. I don't need to do that. Okay, Sigma's End. Oh, we have this one now. Did I have this one before? Shit! No! No! Skip!
Isn't that obvious?
Yeah, it's pretty obvious, Fi. Okay. We have the passwords we need. So I think technically we could go here. Being close to other espers can amplify your powers. Yeah, she did say it could amplify your powers, but she also said if you're around a stronger esper, they could absorb your powers. So could Fi be absorbing Clover's powers? I guess they weren't super close at the time that she meant. No, she would have been. Fi was directly upstairs. Because we were in the decompression room, and Fi would have been right on the level above us. So that's a theory too. All right. I'm gonna do this one. Well, no, I actually want to do Luna's. I'm pretty sure this is Luna's. I have a feeling that other one's Quark. Okay, can I turn? No. pray to God I wrote down this other password correctly. I'm pretty sure I did. Huh?
There's no one here.
That computer's been turned on.
Yeah, maybe Dio and Kay did that.
What the hell is this?
A lion.
Is biting?
A sun?
It has a couple of input fields for a user ID and
We
password.
probably can't use it unless we know what those are.
My bitrate issue is fine now. I think whatever issue I was having resolved itself, but my video bitrate is set at 6,000. I think it either was a combination of my internet wonking out or Twitch side, because now everything's smooth, just like it normally is. Why don't you put something
Sure.
in?
I'll give it a shot. Yeah,
KSDA
just as I
for
thought.
IUSD.
Might as well forget about this thing for now. We can't get anywhere without a password. Let's see if we can find any other clues. This is the director's office after all. If we turn the place upside down, we're bound to find something, shall we?
I turned and headed off towards a bookshelf, leaving me alone next to the desk. I felt compelled to stay and found myself staring at the screen. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. Memento mori, and if the ninth lion ate the sun, remember death. If the ninth lion ate the sun... Could this be the ninth lion? Then maybe. Why so much focus on Alice? That was, I mean, I know Alice has died a lot, but that was hyper focus on her. Hopefully I don't have to like decode any of this, and this is just the straight password. Alright. This is the first key. I'll try it later, but I'm not gonna mess with it during stream. I've never had issues with bitrate. Outside of when, like, my internet's messing up. Like, it's an internet issue. DM L. I think it was 016. 0. And then M. Where's my I? IL KEV OLI. Haha, yeah. Five. Come over here.
What's wrong?
I got in.
What? How did you figure out the login?
I don't know. I don't know. I just knew it.
What the hell do you mean you just knew it?
I just knew it means I just knew it. It gave me the same line when I asked you how you knew my. I gave you the same line when I asked you how you knew my name.
Why are you bringing that up?
That's my only defense.
It doesn't have anything to do with this.
You sure? It might.
What? I don't...
Look, just forget about that. Come take a look at
Sure.
this.
Fine. Just let me get right on that. Are you out of your damn mind?
Come on, stop focusing on this.
Tell me what the hell is going on here.
What do you mean? You already know.
Why do you know how to log into this computer?
Are you even listening to me? We continued to yell at one another for several more minutes, but no matter what Fi asked me, I could never come up with an answer that satisfied her. Eventually, she seemed to give up.
Fine. You still don't make any sense, but I don't think you're lying.
Damn right I'm not.
And the AB game deadline isn't getting any further away. All right, let's see what this thing has for us. Where are we supposed to start? Looks like there's tons of stuff in here. Oh, can you tell me the ID that you put in? I can try searching for that. Maybe we'll get a hit.
Yeah, sure thing. I gave her what she'd asked for. GFT DML 016. Her search returned several files, and after examining them for a moment, Fi opened one. Golem unit details. Are these products specifications for a golem?
Looks like it.
That's the code that lovely Luna gave us. So was GTF DML 016 a golem's ID?
Don't ask me. You seem to know more about all this than I do. Fine, whatever. Just read the file. Maybe it'll make more sense. Let's see here.
Yep. There it is. There it is, boys. She's so cute. Luna?
Yeah.
Why is there a picture of Luna in this file?
There's something written underneath it. It says, appearance after application of ABT.
ABT. ABT.
It is this special artificial biological tissue what's called ABT. When a golem's all new and shiny, they've got a nice suit of ABT.
Yeah, I'm
over
keeping an
that
eye
metal
on it.
skeleton. Makes it look right human, it does. Even feels like real skin, with pores, a little bit of hair, and a few pimples, scars and the like. Truth to tell, I doubt you'd be able to tell the real from the fake, even if it was right in front of you. See, right in the middle.
I see. Luna was a golem. And DML016 was her product ID.
That must have been what GOLM or GOLM was trying to tell us when he was stopped. Oh, that makes sense. But why? Why would Luna be in the game?
I don't know how autonomous she really is, but I find it hard to believe she would have come here of her own free will.
So you're saying she was sent here by Zero Senior?
Probably. Look. At the bottom of the screen, it shows her current status.
Currently operational. Executing special mission? You think her special mission is to participate in the game?
Probably.
So why did Zero Senior want a robot as a participant? You think maybe it was to supervise the rest of us? Maybe if something unexpected happened, she was supposed to correct it or
What
something?
if it was some kind of Voight-Kampff test?
A what? She's still best girl. It's just a shame she doesn't speak Chinese. Oh, you never know. Maybe she can.
It's from an old book. A test to see how human she was. Whether or not 8 people would be able to figure out she was a robot. That might almost explain the whole game, actually. Making us solve puzzles and play the AB game. All of those things could have been designed to give us a chance to see her true nature.
I don't know if someone would orchestrate this whole game just to figure out if one contestant was a robot. So it's kind of like the Chinese room.
Yeah.
I'm just a little Thank you for gifting a tier 3 sub to Liger. Wow, thank you so much.
Luna is the girl locked in the room. And the 8 of us are the people outside it. Well, like I always say,
It's just a possibility, right?
All what matters is if the person next to you does what a human ought. Looks like a person, acts like a person, and talks like a person. Then it's probably a person.
Congratulations, Liger. When did you figure it out? I have a happy little gift waiting for you when you got back. Ah! That she was a golem, I mean.
right now. I didn't know until I saw this stuff.
You're lying. When I told you about what happened with Golem in the pantry, you said something about how this game might be sort of like the
I
Chinese
don't know
room.
why I said that. It just felt like it made sense.
Yeah, it just felt like it. Like you just knew it.
Yeah. Look, forget about that. See Luna's status?
Yeah, it says the same thing it did a minute ago. Currently operational. Executing special mission. In this timeline, though, Luna went missing, didn't she? I think so. Because the only two people, or two teams that went through doors were Phi and Sigma and Dio and K. And I don't necessarily remember if we found Luna's body. Whoa. Wait, what the hell? Luna's
Do you think robots die?
Oh wait, no, she was injected. This is the route where the first route, I think, where she was injected in the same room that Alice was in.
She was only injected with muscle relaxant.
Yeah, see, I was questioning this. Like, why would muscle relaxant be enough to kill her?
Ten minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Oh, yeah, we still have to vote?
All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Of course. Luna's the one who opened the AB gate.
That might not be the only thing she did.
Oh lord, what are you trying to say?
Look,
What do you
what
mean?
are the last 3 digits of her product ID?
016?
And where have we seen that before?
Oh! No. No, I don't believe it. Are you saying it was Luna who handcuffed Clover and Tenmyoji?
We should go check her body.
But
You remember where it is?
the crew quarters, of course, I remember. I don't think she would have done that to harm them, though. She would have done that to try to save them? Yep, she's gone. Oh lord, please. Please don't make my girl be a bad person. We were right.
Yeah.
Why? Why would Luna...
And I trust him.
No.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Let's go.
I think our partner might have been... Luna?
The game hasn't stopped. If we don't vote, we're going to get penalized.
She's innocent? Right, off we go then. Question is, we have 2 options here. So we're gonna have to ally and betray. I would think.
Invalid pair detected.
What do you mean invalid pair?
Please retry with valid partner.
Oh yeah. Forget about this thing.
Right. Luna's bracelet.
Yeah, with her bracelet, there's 3 in this room. How'd she open up a... I guess she could have taken the AB cards off of Kay and Theo, I guess. I stepped outside and set Luna's bracelet down, then headed back into the AB room.
2 minutes remain until polling closes.
Oh no, I have to sneeze. Bless me. All right, I'll go ahead and hit the start button. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, let's go.
Wait,
Yes?
Sigma.
Yes? Huh? What she doing out there? Luna? Luna? What are you doing?
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Wait. What the hell is going on? Why is Luna
She's
here?
probably planning on participating in the game.
You mean she's gonna take the bracelet and go into one of the other rooms?
Yeah,
How is she going to vote?
betray. I'm sure of it.
How do you know?
Why else would she have come here? If she wanted to vote ally, she could have just waited for the deadline to pass.
She got 7 BP, right?
Yeah. Why are you asking, though?
Because she doesn't need to vote betray.
Her BP doesn't matter right now.
What?
Have you totally lost it? She doesn't have her bracelet on. And
that's
besides, she's
true.
a golem. She isn't trying to get out.
How do you know?
Whether she has 9 BP or not doesn't mean anything to her.
Then why is she doing this?
Isn't that obvious? She wants to keep our BP below 9. Say she defaulted to ally. We could choose whatever we wanted, and we'd still get 9 BP.
She wants us to stay with her forever? Is that what you're trying to say? I mean, I'm not opposed to that option.
She's here to make sure that doesn't happen.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
I can't betray her. Anyone else I would instantly hit betray, but I can't do it.
2, 1.
I can't. I can't.
Round 3 of the Ambidex game has been completed.
Please.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation.
You're welcome.
Ambidex gates now opening.
Hey, Sigma!
Yes.
Are you insane?
Maybe.
Why the hell did you choose ally?
Wait. We can talk about that later. Right now? She's gone. Where'd she go?
That's odd. We came out the moment the gates opened. There's no way she could have left already.
Then, what if she never went in? There it was. I thought so. She didn't pick it up. Without the bracelet, she couldn't have voted.
Then she let the system vote ally for her?
Results from round 3 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Right, the
Yeah.
results.
Let's go have a look.
I swear to God, if it says betray, I'm gonna lose my mind. Even though I knew it was a very possible outcome. Oh, get little skulls. Yeah, that's my girl.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Is that a 999 reference? Wait, which one? Oh, I'm sorry, my nose is all stuffy now. Since Luna didn't vote, she got set to ally automatically. And the other 6 got penalized? Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. Yeah, she can't hurt us. And again, 5 of them are already dead. We don't know where Quark is, but his bracelet's already off.
Yeah, that means all those penalties are meaningless. Why did Luna show up then? I mean, we've got our 9 BP now, but... Alright, what do you want to do, Sigma?
Leave?
Do you want to leave?
Yeah. What, you're kidding, right? Weren't you the one who kept going on about how Quark's still alive? I can't just run off and leave him here.
You sure?
Actually, I'd like to do that. Yeah.
Well, that's a relief. I was hoping you'd say that. Now let's get moving. We need to find Quark.
And Luna too, right?
Luna.
Can she even leave this place, though? If Kay was already here, then I'm assuming Luna was here. And I don't know if she can leave, because I'm assuming she runs off the network of this place, like the one golem said.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 4 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates.
Yeah, I think that's what they're trying to say. So I'm assuming Kay and Luna were already in the facility to begin with. I'm assuming this was older Sigma's, like, research facility. Fi and I checked our bracelets out of sheer reflex. I was a magenta pair, just like before, but Fi had changed to a red solo. It didn't really matter, though. Both of our bracelets showed the number 9. All we had to do was open the number 9 door, and we'd never have to play another AB game again.
Alright, Quark comes first. Let's go.
Yeah, but where? Where? She spun around and headed for the cyan door. I followed on her heels. And how would they get his bracelet off is my question. Okay, here's Alice. Tenmyoji and Clover. Akane. Was Fi wearing heels? I don't think Fi is wearing heels. I think she has like some type of boots, if I remember correctly. I don't think they're heels. Oh. Can we go through that door that no one went through? Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot how gruesome that one was. Heidi's nuts. Nice to meet you too.
Sigma, there's something I want to ask you.
How's it going? I hope you're doing well today. Yes, Fi. What is it?
There are 3 doors here.
Yes.
You, Alice, and Luna went through the one on the right. That took you to the Golem Bay, correct?
Correct. according to the map, that's the door on the bottom. There's a lever on that thing in the middle, right? I'm doing well, I'm doing well. My nose is a little stuffy, but other than that, I'm doing great. As soon as I get my PNG tuber set up, the first thing I'm gonna stream. Hell yeah! I'll watch you do a playthrough of the Somnium Files. It's such a good game. What about? And since you've watched me play some of the Zero Escape, you'll be able to point out all the little Easter eggs for the game that there are. So that'll be fun.
Take a look. See the lock?
Open?
Yeah.
Then who the hell opened it and how?
There's only one person who could have opened it.
Is there only one that could have? Luna.
All right. Let's head in.
Okay. Is this a room we haven't been to? Oh no, it's the treatment center. What the heck are these things?
I think they're treatment pods of some sort.
Did she put Quark in one? What mint pods? Even as I spoke, part of me knew what they were. I didn't know how or why, but I felt a strong sense of deja vu when I looked at them and suddenly realized I knew exactly how to operate the pods. It was a strange, unsettling feeling, as if somewhere deep inside was a version of myself that I didn't actually know.
One of them is lit up.
The one on the left, is it being
The glass
used?
is all fogged up. I can't really see inside.
Did she freeze? Did she put Quark in a cold sleep? Nothing about, but you know, yeah. I love the Somnium Files games. Let's crack it open then. Quark? Yeah, here he is. So she saved him. I almost wonder if Luna said there was a way to save one person and Clover and Tenmyoji were like, save Quark. Our feet pounded across the floor of the warehouse. Wow, my eyeball itches.
This is it.
He looks so peaceful. Look at him. Quark's body bounced in my arms as I ran. His pulse and breathing were normal. He was limp and unconscious, but he was alive. The pod display had given us a little information on his condition. As far as we could tell, he'd been given an anesthetic, which had put him to sleep.
Ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
What's wrong?
Nothing?
You're supposed to say, yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Is it really okay for us to just leave?
What the hell is this? You want to stay here? What if Luna kills you too?
I don't think she's gonna do that.
Think about it. Alice, Clover, Tenmyoji, the old woman, even Dio and Kay.
No. Listen, Akane's death was not Luna's doing, and we know that for sure. Will I go or will I stay? Part of me wants to stay.
There's a good chance Luna killed all of them.
No, she did not. But why?
Why doesn't matter. Remember what we saw on Clover's thigh?
016.
And what's that the same number as?
The last 3 digits of Luna's product ID.
Where did we find the old woman's corpse?
And the AB room that Luna came out of.
And if you're right, her brain is in the central computer core. That means she could have easily moved that crane, right? She could have used it anytime she wanted.
That means any alibi he might have for not being able to move the crane is worthless.
Exactly.
It's also Dio backwards.
She must have moved the AB room. Alice noticed it right away. At the very least, that would mean Luna had a reason to try and kill Alice.
To keep her quiet.
She could also have murdered Dio and Kay.
I say go first and stay later. I mean, I'm gonna do both either way, so it doesn't really matter in what order I do it in.
Remember their star keys? Luna must have taken them, which puts her in the room with Dio and Kay. You understand, don't you? I admit none of this evidence is conclusive, but look at our options. You, me, Quark, and Luna. Who do you think is the most likely to be the murderer? Think this through, Sigma. Luna's a golem. That means she's a robot that's part of this facility, designed to do God knows what.
That doesn't mean she's a mad person. She trusted us.
If what you said about golems and the central computer is true, she's basically a puppet of Zero Junior's. There isn't really much of an argument to be made here. The only option is to leave her here and get out.
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics?
A robot may not injure a human being or, through interaction, allow a human being to come to harm.
A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic.
Okay, you're right. Let's get out of here.
Damn, don't scare me like that.
Oh, do I not even get a choice this time?
Okay, I'm going to open it. You ready?
You don't have to ask me. Isn't that what you always say?
Yeah, I guess so. It's time we got out of here. Let's go.
All right, I guess we're leaving her behind. The love of my life. With a heavy labored groan, the number 9 door began to open. As soon as the gap was wide enough to admit her body, Vi slipped through it. I followed her through, Quark still cradled in my arms. I guess we technically haven't left the facility yet. We've just opened the door. Inside was a massive lift platform, like the kind used to move industrial cargo. Vi turned to face me, and I shoved Quark into her arms. Oh. Admit my body. That's a unique way to say go through a door.
Huh?
Before she could respond, I spun around and ran. Of course he did.
The number 9.
I'm not gonna lie, I
has
probably would have done
been
that too. Luna's such a good girl.
It will remain open for 9.
Such a good robot, I should say.
Sigma!
Yes, Vi?
What the hell are you thinking?
I'm going back for the girl.
Get back here!
I refuse. Sorry, Vi. There's something I have to do. Take care of Quark.
No! You don't mean you're going to go find Luna? God damn it, Sigma! Think about what you're doing! Sigma!
I have no brain. I can't think. No thinkies here.
Listen to me! You can't do this!
Oh, but I can. She does have very baggy boots. But I feel like that was a style of boots at one point. When did this game come out? I want to say it was like early 2000s. That style was a thing. Nine seconds means as much time as it needs for me to get through the dialogue.
number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game.
I wonder if it's more like 9 seconds to open the door, 9 seconds that the door's open, and then 9 seconds to close it, which would be 999.
Thank you for your participation.
2012. Oh, this game's not as old as I thought it would be.
As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible.
Well, didn't get a choice still.
Please enjoy your stay.
I'll enjoy my stay. Yeah, they would have started before then. It's 11 years. I mean, yeah, but I mean, I still don't feel like it's that old of a game. I had no regrets. In fact, with Fi and Quark's successful escape, I felt a profound sense of relief. One of my objectives had been achieved, and a difficult choice had been made. My mind felt clear and focused, more so than it had in a long time. Especially for video games, I think, like, it's pretty rare that games come out with a sequel, like, right away. Or just even when you develop games, it takes a long time. Because I don't remember the amount of time between the original Somnium Files and the second game, but I'm pretty sure it was a decent chunk of time. Like, I want to say 3 or maybe 4 years, if I'm remembering correctly. All right, time to go. Luna's waiting. Yeah, it is a lot faster when you're well, words. They're using the same supporting systems. But I think they really changed like this one compared to 999, considering we have like the 3D models. Luna, I knew you'd be here.
New?
Oh, right. We haven't talked here in this one, huh?
Isn't this nice? This is the only place in this whole facility with anything green. I kind of feel silly saying it, but it makes me think of the great outdoors. I think it's the perfect place for a serious conversation. Being surrounded by nature makes me feel happy.
I bet she's never actually been outside of the facility.
I'm not sure what you meant just now, but
Yeah, I think it is a completely different art style again. I've seen little bits of it, and I really like the style for the next game.
are you talking about something that happened in another history?
What?
I know what you can do.
You know?
Someone told me about it once. They said that you have the ability to transport your consciousness through time.
She's never been to Earth. Uh, Who told you that? Luna looked down at the music box around her neck. Carefully and delicately, she twisted the dial on the bottom.
Sigma, aren't you here to ask me something? Why I killed them, perhaps?
Well, actually, I already know you didn't do it.
Oh? Why do you think I didn't do it? I'd like to know your reasoning.
All right. I nodded and took a moment to compose my thoughts. Might as well start with the old woman. There's no point beating around the bush, I suppose. Dio killed her.
Why do you think so?
Her left arm had blood spatter all the way up to the elbow, except for a stripe on the wrist that was perfectly clean. What could have caused that? My guess is a bracelet. It got covered with blood and kept her wrist clean. Obviously, none of our bracelets had blood spatter on them, but Dio's bracelet reacted to the luminol. That meant Dio's bracelet had to have come from the old woman.
Is that your proof? That's why you think Dio killed her?
No, that's only enough to suspect him. After all, he could have just taken the bracelet after someone else killed her.
Then why are you so sure?
Because he confessed. After his bracelet reacted to the luminol, I confronted him.
All right, fine. You caught me. I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Wait, when did that happen?
In a different
Isn't
timeline.
that against the rules?
Is it? I don't feel like that's against the rules. If we aren't on the moon, then I will eat my hand. I've been saying since the beginning, I think we're on the moon. I was so upset when those suits weren't moon suits, but maybe they are. I hope you're not going to try and bring up Nox 10 commandments. Does it really matter if it's against the rules or fair? The truth is the truth. Let's say that Incident P happens, and after that timeline splits into Timeline A and Timeline B. I don't think it's unfair to base a theory in Timeline A on information I found in Timeline B. After all, A, B, and AB both came from the same place, P. If you trace the history of both timelines, you'd end up back at Incident P. Now, if I could change what happened with Incident P by visiting Timeline A and B, then yes, it'd be a different story. I don't know that it'd be unfair per se, but I'd certainly be breaking some pretty big rules. Like, you know, the principle of causality. I'm sure that Dio killed the old woman, but by extension that means you couldn't have killed her. I'm assuming Dio wasn't originally intended to be part of the nonary game. Somehow he got in and took the old woman's place. That's how he ended up as Quark's partner. This is just an educated guess, but I have a feeling his plan was to replace one of us. I doubt it mattered which one. Phi has hops beyond reason. She really does. You've heard of the XYZ plane, but have you heard of the BAP plane? No? What? Maybe she has bionic bunny legs? I mean, maybe she has robo legs, like we have robo arms. An example of the dev times with Persona, P1 was 1999, P2 was P2 was 1999-2000, P3 was PS2 2006, a 6-year gap. And then it didn't play. I'll play it for you. 1 second, I'll get it for you. 2008, and then a 9-year gap. Holy crap. No. Okay, at least you saved everything. That'd be awful. Here, 1 second. Let me just save this real quick, just in case when I hop out something happens. I'll refresh this. Okay. There you go. I got you. Yeah, I knew the time gap between Persona 4 and Persona 5 was a huge gap. This is just an educated guess, but okay, he was going to replace one of us. I have no idea why he would want to do something like that, and I don't know how he did it either. But the fact remains that he did. He hid in the warehouse on floor A and waited for someone to come out of one of the AB rooms. But who let him in? I want to know who let Dio in the first place, or how he got in. It's another 6 years till we get Persona 6. I don't know, they just seem to be making a bunch of Persona 5 stuff. Persona 6 VR? Maybe. A spaceship. That someone turned out to be the old woman. She left Quark asleep in the AB room and came out on her own. Yeah, that's what I think too. I feel like they probably would have told us if Persona 6 was in development by now, but who knows? They may not. Somehow he managed to get close enough to stab her. Really, game? He did it near the wall with the graffiti on it. I'm guessing he stabbed her from behind so that he wouldn't get any blood on himself. As soon as she was dead, he wrapped the knife up in a handkerchief. No, wait, actually. He probably took the bracelet first. Then he would have needed to wipe the blood off, so he used the handkerchief for that too. Anyway, the point is, he got the bracelet and put it on. Then he wrapped the knife up and hid it between the rightmost AB room and its neighbor. He probably didn't expect that they'd move, or he would have put it somewhere else. Of a P3 remake? After that, he headed back into the AB room that the woman had left. Quark would have still been fast asleep, so as far as he knew, Dio was there the whole time. This does raise a few other questions, but I'll save those for later. For now, let's move on to the other murders. Well, actually, one of them probably isn't a murder.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about Alice. I'm pretty sure she... yeah, committed suicide.
All of humanity is going to die. Adults, children, everyone. Everyone! There won't be anyone left!
1 second. Stop your hallucinating. I need a drink.
I'd rather die here!
She'd been infected with Radical 6. And my guess is Luna was trying to sedate her. And like somehow she ended up getting injected. I think that infection caused her to take her own life. She used Dio's knife, which she'd found in the warehouse after the AB room moved and exposed it. She took it with her and then used it to stab herself in the crew quarters. Next are Clover and Timioji. The first question is, who put the handcuffs on them? The clue is the message Clover left, 016. If you think about it though, it doesn't make sense. Clover's left hand was in the handcuffs. That means she would have had to write with her right hand on her right thigh. I feel like it would be really hard to do that, you know? Why not just use your left thigh? The thing is, I think she did. When she died, her legs slumped together, and the message got transferred to her right thigh. We just never saw the original because we didn't bother to check the other leg. In other words, she wasn't trying to write 016. She was trying to write Dio. Leon killed Clover. With her dying breath, she was trying to tell us the name of her killer. Now about Kay and Dio. I think there's a pretty good chance Dio killed Kay. Here's how I imagine it happened. Kay probably sprayed Dio's bracelet with the luminol. We found the bottle in Kay's robe. He wouldn't have seen the reaction immediately, but Dio would have known what was coming. As soon as Kay turned the lights off, it would have been clear that Dio had taken the old woman's bracelet. My guess is he decided to take preemptive action. When we found their bodies and the lights in the rec room, the lights in the rec room were on. Maybe Kay turned to switch the light off, and Dio took the opportunity to attack him. Kay was hurt pretty badly, but he didn't die right away. He probably managed to grab the spear and stab Dio. If anything, what if we got a P6 image and the 6-year gap, like P5? I still feel like it's gonna be a couple more years before Persona 6. Do you think maybe they'll wait until the next console comes out? Then he died. So that accounts for all 6 bodies, none of them your fault.
Sigma.
Like a dragon, yeah. I've heard that game's really good.
I'm glad you don't think I did it, but all of your theories are just, well, theories. Like Alice committing suicide. How can you be sure? Say she was infected with Radical 6. She could have been murdered before her symptoms even began to present themselves. As for Clover and Tenmyoji, I could easily have killed them.
I mean, yeah, you could
You
have.
don't have any proof that Clover's message was mirrored like you say, or even that it was supposed to refer to Dio. Even if it did, that's not conclusive evidence of his guilt. The same goes for Kay and Dio. I could have killed them both.
It's a possibility, but I feel like that would have been really hard for her to do.
I just...
Especially Kay.
Why do you trust me so much? I'm a machine. I'm part of this place.
Just to cause problems. He was sent here by the Myrmidons / brother to participate in the game, and I'm assuming he's here to stop Akane and Sigma's plans. God told him to. Yeah, that pretty much explains it. His god told him to.
How can you trust a machine?
That's why I trust
What?
you. Did he say that's why I trust you? That's why I trust you. Okay, I was right. I trust you because you're a robot. Your robotness is just one more reason you can't be the killer. Well, 3 more reasons.
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics?
Alright, Space. Good night. Have a nice rest. Bye-bye. Thank you for stopping by. Rule 1. A robot may not injure a human being or through interaction allow a human being to come to harm.
A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic. Sigma.
Luna, I have to ask you. Can you tell me, well, everything you know? Your mind is in the central server. You should know everything that's happened here. There was a long pause. Luna stood up and walked deeper into the garden. I followed her in silence. Eventually, we reached the bench. Luna quietly sat down, and just like last time, I lowered myself down beside her.
You were right. I didn't kill them. How should I explain? Well, actually, you got most of it right.
That doesn't matter. Tell me everything.
Well, first, yes, Dio did sneak into the facility. He used the large cargo elevator and came into the warehouse on floor A through the number 9 door.
That easily? How? How is it that easy for him to get in here?
Since the game hadn't started yet, anyone could go through it.
That doesn't really sound like sneaking. It sounds more like he just walked in. Sigma's got a point.
Yes, I guess you could say that. He did get in pretty easily, but that's because Zero Jr. lured him here.
But why? What do you mean?
Dio wasn't a surprise. Both Zeros knew that he was going to come.
So they brought him here?
In a way.
But why?
Because his presence was an important part of Zero's project.
Project? What project?
I can't go into that right now. We'd be here forever.
I've got time.
Right now, let's just focus on the murders, okay? Anyway, Dio found his way in. They made sure he didn't know that he was actually being let in.
So why did he come
To
here?
make sure Zero's project failed. His first step was to pretend to be one of the players. As for how he did that, you had it pretty much right. The old woman was the first one out, and he killed her under the graffiti. He put her bracelet on after he wiped the blood off it with the handkerchief. Then he wrapped the knife up and hid it between the 5th and 6th AB rooms,
5th and 6th?
counting from the left in their original placement.
In other words, the rightmost room would be the 6th room, and the one next to it would be the 5th.
Right. After that, he went back into the 5th AB room where Quark was sleeping. Then he just waited for Quark to wake up.
What were you doing while that was happening?
Nothing. I couldn't do anything. My body had been turned off. Zero Jr. had powered me down. My body wasn't activated until after Dio went into the 5th room. I couldn't help her. All I could do was watch while she was murdered.
Oh my god.
Everything in this place is controlled by Zero Jr. I couldn't try and prevent Dio from getting in either.
Wait, if Zero Jr. controls everything, then he was the one who moved the 6th room with the crane?
Yes, that's right. Zero Jr. moved the room, not me.
Then who moved the old woman?
Me.
But why?
It took me 10 minutes to get out of my AB room once I was turned back on. I ran over to check on her as soon as I did. Then I carried her back to the room I'd been in.
Why did you do that?
Because I was ordered to.
By Zero Jr.? What?
Luna, listen to me very carefully. As you already know, the final stage of the project begins in 2 hours.
This means Akane was a part of the plan.
This will be the culmination of many years of hard work. We cannot afford failure.
Yes, I understand.
Then let's make sure. What is your mission?
Enter the Nonary game as one of the participants and observe the actions of the other players. Ensure that they do what they are supposed to and guide them down the correct paths.
How many players will there be?
Myself and 7 others, ma'am. Will you be participating as well?
Yes. Our plan dictates that I must.
Kay's mom said she would need to be sacrificed. Yeah.
An individual by the name of Dio will be entering this facility presently. He has been led to believe he is doing so undetected. You've been briefed on him already, correct?
Yes. He will murder the first person to leave one of the AB rooms and take their place. If a pair is the first out, he'll probably kill both of them. That's all the information I've been given on him, ma'am.
I wonder if it was honestly a gamble on who would come out of the rooms first, or if Akane planned on being the first one out the whole time.
Is there a problem?
With all due respect, ma'am, I would like to state that I don't feel right about this. We know someone is going to be killed, and we're just going to let it happen? I also have doubts about the use of Radical 6.
Oh.
Are you sure? Infecting all these people with such a horrible disease.
That is none of your concern. Your only concern is to follow your orders.
But
Yeah.
Luna.
So they did infect all the participants.
I am giving you an order. I am in command, and you do as I say. You are programmed to do as I say.
Wow, Akane, calm down. Calm
you
down.
know this.
yes,
Good. Now, I have one final order.
another order, ma'am?
Yes. When you leave the AB room, the person Dio has killed will still be there. I would like you to move them.
This is the moon.
Where?
To the room you are about to enter, the 6th AB room.
But why?
Not your concern. As a participant in the game, you must have as little knowledge of it as possible. That is why I have made sure you are unable to access any classified data. There are things you must not know. In order for this project to succeed, we need you to be as close to a clean slate as possible. There are some things you already know, which ideally you would not. Unfortunately, this is unavoidable, so you must refrain from divulging anything you know about the project to the other participants. You must never tell anyone what you know about Dio, or the body, or that you carried it to the 6th AB room.
So she would have known the whole time that Dio was the imposter and had killed the old woman. And he was there to sabotage the games.
You will have to pretend you know nothing more than the rest of the participants.
Is that an order?
Yes. Do I make myself clear?
Yes. After that, I went into the AB room as I'd been told to. As soon as I stepped inside, my body deactivated. But since my brain is in the main computer, I was still awake. So I still saw everything. While I waited, I used the security cameras to see what was going on in the rest of the facility.
And you saw the old woman being murdered.
Yes. It was hard. What I was seeing made no sense. Several of my higher level processes nearly failed. To think that she would be the first person to come out. I think she knew that Dio was going to kill her. When she'd said she had one final order for me, I didn't understand what she meant. Like a fool, I told her I didn't approve, when I had no idea what she was prepared to do. When she died, whatever I have that passes for a heart felt like it snapped in two.
I think I understand. Everything you did because you'd been ordered to.
Yes.
And it was the old woman who gave you those orders. Then is she Zero Senior?
No.
What? But if she gave you the orders...
She did, but she wasn't the only person I took orders from.
There was someone else?
Yes.
And that person is Zero Senior?
Yes. They worked together to develop the project she mentioned. So I suppose, technically, my orders came from both of them. And they were both controlling Zero Junior, too. I told you before that Zero Junior moved the 6th AB room. Although that's strictly true, he didn't do it of his own free will. They ordered him to do it. He was following orders just like me.
But why?
I don't know. I really don't. Maybe they did it so that people wouldn't suspect me.
If they didn't want people to suspect you, then why have you move the body in the first place? Eventually, we'd figure out that the rooms had been moved and that she was in your room.
Maybe they wanted the opposite.
You mean...
Maybe they wanted you to suspect me.
That doesn't make sense either. If they wanted people to suspect you, why move the room?
You're right. Then maybe they only wanted certain people to be suspicious of me.
You mean like Alice?
Yes. Perhaps they wanted Alice to find the handkerchief and the knife. That would explain why they moved the room.
So they somehow knew Dio would hide the knife there.
Yes, I think so.
But how could they know that?
Well, whatever the reasons were, Alice did notice that the room was moved, which meant that Clover also figured it out. And just like you said, Alice used the knife to take her life. Clover didn't realize that, though. Or perhaps she didn't want to. In any event, she decided that I must have killed Alice to keep her quiet. So she confronted me. It was right after the second round of the AB game. Using Phi's timetable, that would be 0 hours, 0 minutes.
Wait, you were listening to us in the security office?
Yes, that wasn't all I was listening to, though. I know everything that happened in the facility after my body collapsed.
You were watching through the security cameras.
Yes, I was. I could see and hear everything. Anyway, we're at 0 hours, 0 minutes. I was in the hallway on floor A when Clover found me and took me to room 2 in the crew quarters. We entered at about 0 hours, 1 minute. She was very forceful.
I know you killed Alice. Tell me the truth and I'll let you live. Now fess up! I'm only gonna give you one chance. If you lie or try to play dumb or something, I'll kill you right in front of her!
I told her the truth, of course. I explained that I hadn't killed Alice,
Clover has no chill sometimes. No chill.
that she'd been infected with Radical 6, and it had caused her to kill herself. Clover was never going to believe that, though. We argued about it for nearly 9 minutes. It wasn't just Alice she asked me about. She asked me about the murder of the old woman, and about the AB room being moved. She wasn't very nice about it, but I couldn't answer any of her questions.
Because of your orders.
Yes. Then, at about 0 hours, 10 minutes, she must have run out of patience. She stuck her hand in her pocket and started moving toward me. She backed me up against the wall and pulled her hand out of her pocket. She was holding the injection gun. I tried to take it away from her. I even screamed for help. She refused to let go, of course, while we were fighting over it.
Whoa, hold on a minute. The trigger got pulled in the fight? I get that part. What I don't understand is why it did anything to you.
You mean because I'm a golem?
Yeah.
One of my orders was always to act like I was one of the players. A human. Any human injected with that amount of tubocurarine would die.
That's why you, died? To keep up the facade that you are a human?
No, I collapsed because Zero Jr. turned off the power to my body again.
Oh.
He probably felt he had to. Maintaining the illusion that I was human was probably in his orders, too. So to make it look like I had died, he turned the power off. Whatever the case, it was an accident. I don't think Clover ever intended to actually kill me. She only took the injection gun to try and threaten me.
How can you be so sure?
When I collapsed, she looked terrified. She checked for my pulse and listened to see if I was breathing. She also shook my body and called out to me several times. If she'd meant to kill me, why do all that?
I kind of think she did too. She might have regretted it, but I think that was her intention.
After a few moments, she ran off to the infirmary to get the AED.
You mean the defibrillator?
Yes,
That uses the electric shock to restart the heart, right?
correct.
So that was why she left?
Yes.
At 0 hours 11 minutes 40 seconds, Clover left the cabin in the crew quarters.
She ran off toward the infirmary. On the way, she bumped into Dio.
Not Dio.
Yes. I guess she just saw him, really. They didn't talk. She just ran past.
And he just watched her go by?
Yes. I imagine he was curious, of course. He probably wondered what she was doing. But he chose not to go after her. He had something else to do.
Yeah, something else. At 0 hours 12 minutes, Dio enters the room.
He seemed pretty surprised to find my body.
Yeah, I
It didn't
bet.
take him long to get over it, though.
Wouldn't imagine it would. What did he do then?
He'd gone there for 2 reasons. One was to get Alice's bracelet, which was a blue solo.
Right. Without it, Dio and Kay, the yellow pair, wouldn't be able to get through the secondary door.
Yeah,
Right?
but he couldn't find it.
Of course. Vi had already taken it by then.
Yes. But there was something else he wanted to do, too. He was there to take the knife.
Mhm.
Removing it was gruesome.
But why did he want the knife? Was it because he'd used it to kill the old woman?
No, I don't think so.
Then what do you think?
I think he didn't want anyone to see the engraving on the knife's blade. That's why he hid it so well after he killed the old woman.
Why wouldn't he want anyone to see
Do you
that?
remember what it said? There was a word engraved on the blade.
I actually don't remember. Oh wait, it was Myrmidons.
Yes.
What does Myrmidons mean? We know what it means, Sigma.
It's the name of the organization he belongs to.
What is it? Like a club or
I
something?
don't think so.
Well, what is it then?
I don't really know.
No idea?
I'm afraid not.
Wait, wasn't he here to try and stop whatever Zero was doing?
Yes.
Then, wouldn't that mean that he's on our side? No.
I don't know about that.
It's an after-school club. Yeah. They do, like, finger paintings and stuff like that. Who would bring their engraved knife to an assassination? Dio would. He's that
killed
confident.
4 people. I'm not really sure he's on anyone's side.
You've got a point. Damn it, this is ridiculous. I guess this enemy of my enemy isn't my friend, huh?
May I continue?
Yes, you may. Yeah, keep going. After he took the knife, Dio rifled through what few belongings Alice had. Luna said he didn't seem to be looking for anything in particular. He was probably just checking to see if she had anything useful. That was where he found the key to Kay's suit. He didn't seem to have any particular reason for taking it, at least as far as Luna could tell. At 0 hours 13 minutes, Dio left the room.
He heard Kay opening the cyan door and ran out. When he left, he was heading toward the infirmary.
The man has killed 4 people this timeline. I think they have a reason not to trust him.
My guess is that he was going after Clover. He found her with the AED. She was probably planning to just ignore him and head back, but Dio didn't let her.
Hey, wait. Just what are you planning to do with that thing? Thinking about trying to resuscitate Luna? And why would you want to do that? You were the one who killed her, weren't you?
Lies. Never kill someone. Clover would never do that. When Clover tried to push past Dio, Luna said they began to fight.
What do you think you're doing?
Just because he's a little strange doesn't mean anything. I don't know, we have some pretty good facts to say differently. Dio pulled the knife out of his pocket and pointed it at Clover's throat. That was when he showed up.
Dio, what the hell are you doing?
None of your goddamn business. Stay out of this, you senile old shit.
Oh my god.
Hell, you son of a bitch!
Fight, fight! He let out a yell and leapt towards Dio. The younger man dodged him easily and lashed out with the knife. Tenmyoji caught Dio's hand with a grunt, and for a moment the 2 men struggled. Then, as the knife edged closer, he wrapped his other hand around the blade and tried to force it away. Oh my god, ow, ow, owie! But Dio was a much younger and stronger man, and the wound Tenmyoji gave himself with the knife didn't do him any favors. He put up a valiant fight, but with a roar Dio threw him off, and Tenmyoji collapsed to the floor.
What are you going to do?
Let's see. How about this?
He does go hard for an old man. He's still got some moves.
How cute. You two really look great together, you know?
What are you going to do to us?
Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna handcuff you to a sink. Actually, I already have.
I was gonna say, you've already done that.
Are you gonna beat us to death or something?
No. Nothing so tasteless.
What are you going to do then?
How'd you like to make a bet?
A bet?
You've got, 20-some minutes until the primary white doors open. So I'd say you've got 25 minutes until they close. Give or take. If somebody happens to come by here before the doors close, you might live. But if nobody finds you, well...
We'll be penalized.
Exactly. So, I suggest you start screaming for help now. Unfortunately for you, just about all the rooms in this place are behind at least 2 nice thick doors. So unless they're pretty close, nobody's gonna hear you scream. Well, I'm off to the Floor B warehouse, okay? Enjoy your last 25 minutes. Later.
Okay, bye.
25 minutes passed and no one came. Of course, by then there were only 3 other people who could have come, apart from Dio.
Jason. You mean Phi and K, right? I think my favorite death is when he gets suffocated in the treatment center because K kind of gets his revenge.
Yes, you were in the crew quarters at this point.
Yeah. Kay had told us about you. We'd also noticed that the knife in Alice's chest had been removed. If only we'd known what was happening in the infirmary.
Unfortunately for Clover and Tenmyoji, their time had come. Once the primary white door closed, both of their bracelets injected them with Soparil.
The anesthetic, right?
Yes. Almost immediately they started to feel sleepy. I think that's when Clover realized she was definitely going to die. That was when she decided to leave her message. Just as you said, she wrote on her left thigh with her right hand.
And the word she wrote was Dio.
Yes. As for what happened in the rec room, well, I guess I don't really need to tell you. Your theory was essentially correct. What you said was what happened.
So Kay sprayed Dio's bracelet with the luminol, and then while his back was turned, Dio attacked him with the axe. Dio mortally wounded him, but didn't kill him, so Kay turned around and stabbed Dio with the spear. And I guess that's when we found them.
Yes.
When did Kay get the luminol?
After they went through the white door, Dio and Kay found themselves in the director's office. When they were done there, they headed back to floor A to look for everyone else. They went to the crew quarters first, then to the infirmary. Of course,
Oh, so they
Clover
found
and
them.
Tenmyoji's bodies there.
Well, I should say Kay found them. Dio was just revisiting his crime scene.
Dio expected to find them, of course, but he pretended to be shocked.
A lot.
Anyway, Kay checked them over for anything useful.
And that was when he found the
Right.
luminol.
That's everything that happened. Do you have any questions?
I have a lot of questions, but, well, what do you think? Does a bear shit in the woods? Well, the first thing is Quark's bracelet. Why was it in the infirmary?
Tenmyoji had it. Then when Dio attacked him, it fell out of his pocket.
But why did Tenmyoji have Quark's bracelet?
I told him where it was.
When?
Do you remember when you were in the rec room with Phi and Tenmyoji?
Yes. Yeah, when he sprayed us with the luminol, right? Sure, I remember
Right
that.
after then. When he left the rec room, he went toward the green door to look for Quark. I ran into him at the end of the hallway, where the 3 doors and the switch are.
Okay.
That was when I told him. Look, Tenmyoji. The center door is unlocked.
He took off through it without another word.
That was the treatment room, right?
Yes,
Where Quark was sleeping.
right. It only took him a moment. As soon as he saw Quark, he ran to his pod and started crying.
Oh, out of relief, right?
Yes. The display on the pod showed Quark's vital signs. It was obvious he was alive the moment you looked at it. Next to the pod was Quark's bracelet. That was how Tenmyoji got it.
Why was Quark's bracelet
I
off?
took it off.
How?
Aluminum foil.
Aluminum foil? What? You mean the stuff from the crew quarters?
Oh, you found it?
Yeah.
Did you know that aluminum foil has electromagnetic shielding properties?
What?
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses. Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching.
Wait, so you're telling me the aluminum foil can block the electromagnetic waves your heart sends out?
Yes. All you have to do is wrap it around your bracelet.
Why, so can I just go back to a different timeline and have us just all do that? And the bracelet thinks your heart has stopped?
Yes.
Holy shit! It was that easy all along?
Anyway, I used some aluminum foil to get Quark's bracelet off. Then I put it next to the pod.
Wait, why was Quark in the pod to begin with?
Oh, that's easy. I put him there.
Yep. Why did you do that?
Remember when we were first looking for Quark? I
Yes.
found him unconscious near the entrance to the Golem Bay.
Oh, okay. So you carried him to the treatment pod.
Yes.
Were you the one who unlocked the treatment center too?
No, I was not. I do not have the authority to operate any of this facility's machinery.
So it was Zero Jr.?
That's right.
He reactivated your body too, right? Man, I don't get any of this. Why the hell did he do that? I guess it wasn't really him that did it, right, huh? He was just doing what Zero Senior and the old lady told him to do? Everything leads back to them, huh? Of course it does. So, are you going to tell
Tell
me?
you what?
Isn't that obvious? Tell me what this project is. Everything that happens in here has something to do with it. So, why were we brought here?
To play the nonary game.
But why? And why were we supposed to play the nonary
That
game?
was part of the project.
We're gonna have to force this out of her, aren't we? Why did Alice kill herself?
Because she was infected with Radical 6.
How did she get infected?
Zero Senior and the old woman did that.
Why?
It was a necessary evil. It had to happen for the project to succeed.
Why? What would have happened if Alice hadn't committed suicide?
Clover wouldn't have suspected me, and she wouldn't have accidentally, killed me.
Then
I
what?
wouldn't have collapsed, and Dio wouldn't have found my body. That would have meant the confrontation in the infirmary never took place.
In other words, you're saying Clover and Tenmyoji died for this project.
Yes,
Well, actually, it was the tuberculin that killed them. But they were only injected with it because of their bracelets, and they were only wearing those bracelets because of the nonary game. If the nonary game was part of the project, then that's one more way to kill them?
I guess, if you want to look at it that way.
Now what about Kay and Dio? Why would they kill each other?
Because Dio killed the old woman. He was worried about getting caught, so he tried to kill Kay before he could find out the truth.
Kay wanted his revenge. Then if Dio hadn't killed the old lady, what happened in the rec room would never have taken place, right?
Yes.
So let me ask you this. Why did Dio kill her?
So that he could pose as one of the participants.
And why did he do that?
To disrupt the project.
Then why did she let him kill
The
her?
same reason they did all of this. It was a necessary evil. The project couldn't be allowed to fail.
I feel like she gave you real no answers. They're like no answers. 6 people died here. 4 of them were murdered, one way or the other, by Dio. At first, that makes it look like Dio's the reason they all died, but that's not true, is it? All of them, all 6 of them, they all died for this project. That means that the murderer, or I guess I should say murderers, were the old lady and Zero Senior, right? Please, Luna, tell me. What is this project about? Why is the old woman... Or who is the old woman and who is Zero?
Sigma. Would you hug me?
Yes. Yes, I would. What? What type of shirt are you wearing, Sigma? I'm kind of concerned. What are you wearing? Okay, back to the actual dialogue. Instead of answering, Luna wrapped her arms around me and buried her face in my chest. My own arms hovered in the air, confused about where they should go. I swallowed hard and tried to rein in my heartbeat, which had suddenly doubled. I was about to speak when I felt something warm on my chest. Was Luna crying?
This feels nice.
Hug obtained. We did it. Achievement unlocked. I'm getting huge bikini inspector t-shirt vibes. I think from the art and stuff, it reminds me of like a police officer like type polo thing. But I think he was going to school to be a paramedic, if I remember correctly. Her voice shook as she spoke. I lowered one hand to her head and began to gently stroke her hair. Oh, hey, Luna? What the hell is going on?
I'm sorry. My ABT is usually held in place by muscle fiber, but after Clover gave me the tubocurarine...
Okay. I get it.
Does it scare you? This is what I really look like. I'm a golem. Just a machine. A jumble of metal and plastic that pretends to be real.
Who, Sigma? No, I'm pretty sure he said something to do with a paramedic. He was a college student. Now, older Sigma made the golems. I wrapped my arms around Luna and hugged her as tight as I could.
You believed in me this whole time. Even though
Yeah.
I look like this?
Of course. I trust you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I wish I could stay here forever. You feel so nice. But I think my time is up.
What?
I've done things I really shouldn't have. Do you remember what you asked me earlier? About if Zero Jr. had reactivated my body? Remember? The truth is, he didn't. I did. I went to the part of the core that controls Zero Jr., and I hacked it.
Oh, what?
Yes, that was the first thing. The second. Do you know what the second one was? If I had really wanted to, I could have saved Clover and Tenmyoji. Then Kei and Dio probably wouldn't have killed each other. That's not all. I could have stopped Alice from killing herself, and I could have even saved the old woman at the very beginning. In other words, I had the ability to disobey my orders.
Ah, Tilo!
But I didn't. That's the second thing. I broke the first law. I was scared. I I was afraid to die. Obviously, hacking the core and taking control of Zero Junior's systems is
No, Luna's not bad.
very bad.
No, she's not bad.
Golems who don't follow orders can become dangerous, so we're terminated if we disobey.
I'll have my copium forever. She's a good girl.
You lose access to your body, of course, but everything that's stored in the core, your memories, your consciousness, is deleted.
Oh. What? Wait, are you saying...
Yes. Very soon now I'll be gone. Zero Junior is probably recovering himself right now. Once he's done, I doubt I'll be around much longer.
No. What? Why?
I watched 6 people die and did nothing. I deserve this.
No. No, you don't. Even if you'd done something, you would have been killed anyway. You can't blame yourself. You did what you could. You're not wrong. This game was what's wrong. Forcing you to watch friends die is what's wrong.
Oh, Sigma, thank you. I'm really glad I met you.
Luna, no! It's going to be okay. I'm not gonna let them do this. You're gonna be fine, I promise. Just please don't...
Sorry. My time's up. At least I get to die in your arms.
Luna.
Thank you,
Ah! Sushi.
Sigma. And goodbye.
I don't want to say goodbye.
Doctor.
Wait, we already knew this. I am having this copium. But she couldn't answer. I squeezed my eyes shut and held her, unable to bear the thought of letting any more of her slip away. With one last quiet chime, the music box wound down. I was left with nothing but silence and the cold pool of tears over my heart. Is that it? Hands down, probably my favorite ending so far. I love Luna. I love her. She's best girl. Best robot girl. I'll never forget you, Luna. She's so cute. I think that one is considered one of the most iconic for this game. I definitely like that they voice act a lot. They like had the voiceovers for a lot of it versus me reading it. I think it was a little bit more impactful. And just like the art at the end was so good, watching her face start to crumble away and you could see her golden body underneath of it. Oh, so good. Oh, I love it. My girl. Also, hi Sushi, how are you doing? What's up with you? Now we have to betray her, which I'm assuming just gives us a bad end. Would you marry a robot? Yeah, probably. Probably would. Listen, Luna's a good girl. I think that'd be weird though. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, Luna was designed after someone that older, well, Dr. Sigma was in love with. But you kind of have a theory around that itself, but I want to wait until the end of the game to figure out if I'm right or not. She doesn't know Chinese. I'm sorry, Liger. I'm good to cold shower and now just awake. Just existing. Just chilling. I don't like cold showers though. Cold showers aren't nice. I like warm showers. But I'm always cold, so I would just really freeze myself into like a chunk of ice. So we only have Quark and Phi's ending left. Right? I think. And I'm sure there's a true ending. So I'm sure we have technically 3 endings. Unless Phi's ending is technically the true end. I'm gonna assume it's hers. Yeah, Quark and Phi's. There's no choice unless I use the heater, but that... Oh, okay. Yeah. 20 minutes to wait for a shower. Oh, I don't think I could do that. Okay, let's go betray our girl. We have to do it. Skip all that. Start. We have to betray her. Just ignore this. Act like I'm actually hitting the ally button. Would never betray her. Come on, Phi, explain this to me faster. I wouldn't assume the Quark ending is literally just the leave her behind betrayal. This may potentially be the last betrayal we'll ever see. I'm not sure, but it may be. What if this is the last betrayal we'll ever see in this game? Will you guys cry? I may cry. I want to betray more people. Maidenless route. This would be technically the maidenless route. Luna. Where's Luna? I leapt out of the door and ran towards the AB room I thought she'd entered. So how do we die? I feel like we don't die. I feel like we just escape with no extra information. Excuse me. You mean Haru may cry, not Harry? What the fuck? Douchey, I'll fight you. I'll say what Rosanna says all the time. Meet me in the Denny's parking lot, Sushi. I'll fight you. She's gone. Where'd she go?
That's odd. We came out the moment the gates opened. There's no way she could have left already.
Then... there it was. No. She didn't take it.
Doesn't make sense.
Fine, maybe if you just trusted people.
Why would she show up just when we're about to vote? There was no reason for her to come here if she was just going to default.
Results from round 3
And a bowl of
the
clam
Ambidex
chowder
game will now be displayed.
You know what, deal? Yeah, it is a thing, Rosanna says. You got yourself a deal, Sushi. What time we meet in?
Please direct
The loser
your
buys
attention
the
to
winner
results screen.
Denny's. Though that has to be in there. Right, the
Yeah.
results.
Let's go have a look.
Well, we already know we're leaving. We meeting at dawn in the Apex. Deal. We're monsters. How could we betray her?
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
You have a trump card? No.
Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Since Luna didn't vote, she got set to ally automatically.
Cross would need a croissant. You'd have to give him some nuggies or a Dr. Pepper.
And the other 6 got penalized.
Here are some more AB rules for you. Not voting is not a option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote.
5 of them are dead already, and Quark's bracelet is off.
Baguette and a back of Dr. Pips. That means all those penalties are
Yeah.
meaningless. We still don't know why Luna showed up, though. There's no reason to come here just to
I
abstain.
can only guess at her reasons, but I'm sure it was part of some plan.
A plan for
Who
what?
knows? So what do we do now?
We leave.
Whatever Luna's scheming, we still managed to get 9 BP. Do you want to leave?
No, we can't. We still don't know if Quark is safe. No way am I leaving before we find him.
I agree. I hoped you'd say that.
I think this is all gonna be... No, it isn't.
Of course. Let's get moving.
She spun around and headed for the cyan door. I followed on her heels. Is it street rules? Only street rules. We have to. I can't believe it doesn't let me skip. Unless we don't find Quark. But I feel like we will. Are you gonna bring a gun to a fist fight? I see. Don't make me get my gun out. I'll do it. Fight you. Why are you laughing, Tilo? Oh, I see you. I see you. You wanna fight? Wanna fight me? Where's my gun? Where's my gun? Where's me gun? Where's me gun at? Look, you asked for it. You asked for it, Sushi. You can ask for it. Listen. Listen, Sushi. You asked for this. Everyone else is gonna get punished because of you. Is that what you wanted? Is this what you wanted, Sushi? Now you're all my hostage. Move it closer to the left? Wait, what do you mean? This way? I can't move it this way. Look, I disappear. Now it's just a gun. The PNG? Okay. Wait. No, that looks weird. I don't know. It looks weird no matter what. Listen. Fight me. I'll meet you in the Denny's parking lot. I'll bring my gun with. There's nothing you can do about it. What, Tilo, you like this? You gonna lick my gun? You gonna lick my gun? Not only do you like my socks and shoes, but you like being threatened too? I see you. I see you out there. May I? Yeah, go for it. Here, wait, I'll zoom in. Here you go. Here you go. There you go. The trap card. Oh no, not the trap card. Alright, bye-bye, gun. Not the trap card. Oh. WD-40? Hey, listen. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Shit. He's not here
This
either.
is the last room. Well, the last room we can get into.
The sweet, sweet taste of steel and gunpowder. Tastes like freedom. And we haven't seen Luna either.
Yeah.
Where the hell did she go? We were standing there trying to decide what to do next when we heard a familiar voice echo through the facility. Marika!
The number 9 door has been opened.
What do you mean it's been opened?
It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Who the? The only other bracelet that has 9 on it is Quark's.
No, that's not possible.
Yeah, oh, yes, it is. What's not possible? But she only bit her lip and said nothing. Then all too soon, it was over. Get
The
betrayed,
number 9
loser. God
door
damn it.
has closed. This ends the nonary game.
How could they do this to me?
Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9
All right.
door have been unlocked.
You know, you're right. You're right, though. I can't even argue with that logic. Put 2 fingers on her face and was like, sheesh.
Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your
That little
stay.
shit. That little shit. I swear to God, if it was Quark. What? What just happened? It's all over now, isn't it? We're stuck here forever.
We should go back to the Floor A warehouse. I need to know if the door actually opened or not.
No, I'm sure it opened. With that, she was off. Yeah. With a sigh, I turned to follow. We can't just look at the door and tell if it was opened or not.
True, but the projection should tell us.
What? Luna and Quark escaped? What do you mean Luna and Quark escaped?
So it would seem.
Why? How? Almost as if on cue, the screen flickered. Oh, hey there. It's my favorite bunny. And Zero Jr. appeared. I trusted you, not the passive-aggressive posted notes. I can't take it.
Well, well, well! Long time no Zero! Remember your old pal Zero?
Yeah, I remember you. How could I forget?
I'm guessing somebody's hoping for an explanation about what the diddly-o just happened.
Because we're such great friends, I decided to make an exception and descend from on high to give you the 411.
So gracious.
Aren't you happy?
I am very happy.
So what's this explanation you've got?
Well, let's start with little Quark. He was given an anesthetic that put him to sleep. While he was out, Luna carried him through to the other side of the number 9 door.
But how did she open the door?
With Quark's bracelet, you silly bunny. It was still in the infirmary. Remember? Luna just hopped over there and picked it up.
So I was right. Quark had 9 BP when the second round ended.
Yep.
But didn't he get penalized after the 3rd round?
Yes, he did. But a penalty can't take away your points. Just your life. The needles popped out and so on, but the points stayed the same.
So Luna took Quark to the door.
And since her bracelet was already off, she wouldn't have had to suffer the penalty.
No. But it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
All right. She's a golem.
All right. I think my tale is through.
Okay, well, I've got some questions for you, buddy.
Not you.
Well, good thing you guys don't have questions for V. That guy's a jerk.
This isn't the alphabet. What the heck is going
You
on?
must be feeling pretty good if you're able to jump around like that. I mean, 6 people just died here. It's not really a big deal. That's just how you humans are, after all. So, as long as you make it, nothing else matters. Am I right?
No, you're wrong.
Don't screw with us.
It's cool. It's cool. I know you gotta act tough. I mean, you chose betray. That means you don't trust Luna, right? Figures. She's a golem. She might even be a murderer. That's why you were planning to leave her here and bone out, wasn't it? You see, it's all about you. Haven't you thought about how sad you've made Luna?
No, I don't want to think about it because it makes me depressed. What?
Well, looks like my time here's just about all used up.
Wait, I still have questions for...
I won't wait. I don't like waiting. I waited once, and some half-witted reptile got the better of me because of it.
Wait, what? Huh? Please explain.
I learned to make sure to value my time.
The tortoise and the hare.
Oh. Of course.
Alrighty then. I'll see you when I see ya. Have a nice trader.
Yeah, bye-bye. Some killer emo poems about this. I'm sure there'll be some bangers. For a few long moments, Fi and I just stared at the spot on the wall where Zero had disappeared. Where had Quark been? Who had given him the anesthetic, and why? We had no idea who killed everyone, and Zero Senior's identity, as well as the purpose of the nonary game, remained a mystery. As for our futures, what are we supposed to do now? I hadn't meant to say the words out loud, but there they were.
The tortoise won because he kept going even when it looked hopeless. I think we should do the same. We've got plenty of time after all.
Yeah, we have plenty of time to kill. I like how there's this feeling of Zero Jr. being bitter at you betraying Luna with how he talks to you. It does really kind of feel like that, even though when Luna talked about Zero Jr., it didn't really feel like she cared too much about him. Like, it almost felt like she considered him, like, her superior. Sometimes I wonder what the follow-up is for the ending like this. Like, so many time zones are just nonsense. They're probably gonna shoot pool. Yeah, they're probably just gonna hang out, chill around. I don't know. I feel like Fi would try to piece together what actually happened with the murders.
We'll give the dead the closest thing to a funeral we can manage. And when that's done, we'll start looking. Even if I never leave this place, I'll figure out why we were here. I swear it.
I looked at the fire in her eyes and nodded. If nothing else, at least we had a purpose. Maybe Zero Jr. is a good boss, who knows? Seems like they have a fun sense of humor. Yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, they're both following orders, so maybe outside of, like, the project, they actually got along? That could be an option. Or a hoption. Alright. They're essentially siblings. Yeah, basically. I would assume they're siblings. Yeah, options. Because they're both from the same like core system, and I'm assuming well, both their creators would be the Doctor, so older Sigma, and Akane. Well, no, Akane wouldn't have made Luna. Luna would have been there before Akane got there. So that wouldn't really make sense. Step siblings, I guess. Close enough. Oh no, Liger, what? Did you get another wild theory? Is that what you're knowing about? You can't love her. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. I'll love her. I mean, technically, I think older Sigma based her off of someone he was in love with, but he also made her. It's all really awkward. But you know what? It's alright. Look the other way. Wait, oh, okay. Clicks? What'd you do? Tilo erases all of Luna's information because he's a monster. He doesn't love her the way we do. He just doesn't understand. She's beautiful the way she is. Alright, I think it had to be done. No, it didn't. I think that's where we're going to end for today. Because I'm almost positive out. We are going into the last bits of this. Part of me wants to finish it all in one stream, which I don't know if I could do Thursday. So we may end up not playing Zero Escape on Thursday, but doing it on Saturday, so we have more than enough time to play in case it takes longer. Because if I remember correctly, I think Goose said that what we see of the timeline isn't the full timeline. So I don't know exactly how much longer we have, but I want to give us enough time that we don't have to stop. We don't have to worry about cutting off in the middle of like possibly the ending, because that would be really bad. And I don't want to be up until like 1 a.m. on a weekday. Because I would do that. I would do that just to finish the game. As tradition, we must steal a piece of streamer's outfit as she leaves. No, you cannot have anything. You cannot steal any of my things. They all belongs to me's and not you. But I have the perfect person to raid. The one and only Izumi, Izu Chuchu, is streaming right now. And she's streaming art. So you may all go over and give her all the love. It's been a tradition since Tilo's been here. Nah, I'm pretty sure it's been longer than that, Tilo. You've just gotten other people on board with the idea. The hat's still in my possession. You don't steal it. I could have my hat back at any time. I have control of the hat. You think you have control, but I actually have all the control. You just don't know it. But alright, you guys. I'll post in the Discord. I'll think about it tomorrow. Oh, but yeah. I'll post in the Discord tomorrow with my decision on if we're gonna play Thursday or not. Most likely we'll wait until Saturday so I can finish the whole game in once. Don't steal my earrings! You little punk. We'll play Saturday. I'm not sure what we'll play. But we'll play Thursday. We'll find out. I probably have something. We could either do Elden Ring. Maybe we can do... Not my pendant, too! God damn! You thief! We could also do Mario Kart as, like, a community game night. Who knows? I'll figure it out. I'll see what you guys all feel in the Discord. But until then, try not to be thieves like Tilo. Try not to be like Dio and set bombs and kill people. Not my hair! Alright, that's the last straw. Get out of here. I'm kicking you out. I'm kicking you out of the house. You gotta go. You can never come back. JK, come back. But alright, you guys. I'm gonna yeet you off to Izu Chuchu. But why? You're stealing my stuff, Tilo. You're stealing all my stuff. And then you're selling it. I know you're doing it. You're selling it on the interwebs. How dare you? But alright, you guys. Bye-bye. Have a good night. And I'll see you Thursday. Bye-bye.